the ideal pick for a core. He does scale really well into the late game. It just takes him a while to get there. And the worst part about Wraith King is that teams can deal with him. You just leave him until last. Now, Vampiric Aura, of course, helps a lot with that. Yeah, oh, well, Wraith King doesn't add anything to the fight. We'll just leave him and not worry about him. He's giving everyone lifesteal. So he definitely adds things to the fight. But at the same time, I feel like he has to be this 5th pick carry. If you pick him before this, he gets counterpicked by Anti-Mage, he gets counterpicked by someone with a Diffusal Blade, and even Windrunner can go Diffusal Blade. It works very well in my opinion, and isn't a bad option up against him.
Alright, and with that in mind, once again, welcome if you're just tuning in. This is the lower bracket finals, the very last match here in the joinDOTA League playoffs. The winner of this best of 3 will move on to the MG joinDOTA Pro League. We'll have a shot at that prize pool, facing up against the best of the best in the European scene, firstly.
And eventually the
eventually,
worldwide
of course,
scene.
everyone else in the finals.
Aside from China.
Yeah. Regardless, on the one side, we've got Bird United here with Come With Me on that offlane Clockwork. Bignum following him right for now on a Scar of Mage, so might see some dual lanes coming out. We've got Yapser standing in here on the Rubik Artelus, also known as Hook, also regular standing here playing the Shadow Fiend. And that leaves Mind Control on the Wraith King.
On the other side of the river, it looks like Pwn has been zoned out from this bounty rune. He'll be on the Spirit Raker. Yep.
Oh, nice Cox though.
Yeah.
Nice Cox to just push the Jarkov away. They will give up the rune, but at least they don't lose anything else against that scary, scary Rocket Barrage.
Yeah, that's just such a powerful early game. We will have Ascendancy, who works for Saphira TV as well, on the Gyrocopter. Luffy will be over here on the Earthshaker. Zenigata on the Dazzle. And then mid lane, we'll have At the Speed Of on the Windrunner. The Speed of Wind?
At the speed of life, that's how he's stacked up on joinDOTA.com, but yeah, we can just call him at the speed of Windrunner. Why not? It's kind of fitting. Or Atso, as
Atso, yeah, that's a lot easier.
ATSO. Not sure if he agrees with that though, so might have to ask him in the next lobby. Hey, we already see Luffy here, nice visual block actually. Can make something out of that. Speeder has the wind run first, so we'll dodge some of these right clicks, but not quite enough damage to actually bring down Artelus.
He does have a salve, so he should be okay right now. I'm assuming he got this picked up after the bounty rune, which he did get, yeah. At the Speed of, though, does have a null talisman, so is going to have 63 damage right now. Shadow Fiend, until he gets his souls up, is going to be sitting rather low.
The lanes are rather weird right now. I mean, top lane actually, Bignum. He's in a lot of trouble. The Fissure Block is easy at this point. Don't even need it. Bignum here. Yeah, that's gonna be the first blood for sure. And Ascendancy he takes it after that Rocket Barrage. Nowhere for him to go. And actually, good play from Luffy, just holding on for the vision a little bit longer, waiting to see if you actually need it or not. But yeah, the lanes here a little bit weird with Scarf Mage in the offline, and Come With Me on support Clockwork.
Yeah, it's... I mean, we were talking about, okay, is Come With Me playing offlane or not? And, Inish here...
I seem to remember him being on Clockwork.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is on Clockwork, but he's not offlane, so... Yeah. I mean, people have played support Clockwork before, not as much in the pro scene. I'm just talking about from my pub experience. It doesn't work out a lot, but apparently Burden United have a strategy here, and getting Skywrath some early levels can really help out. He can harass out Gyro in the early game. However, he's not going to survive in this lane, especially without boots. Once he gets boots, he might be okay, assuming they don't get a lot of lockdown on him, which they have a lot of. Luffy kind of coming around again. Oh, there we go.
Is that enough?
Nope.
Not enough time to just teleport out, I'm afraid. And yeah, I mean that Observer Watch here for the dire side. Oh, actually,
meanwhile, Spirit Breaker. Yeah, he gets killed on the bot lane. Looks like Come With Me and Mind Control took a lot of damage, but they will be able to be okay.
Yep. I'm not quite sure what Eliza is doing here, when he's talking to spectator chat, but yeah. Welcome to as well. Of course, from Team Alternate, they took out 4AC, I think, in the other matchup, and they're also part of the Pro League Season 3. So congrats to them once again.
Ooh, Artelus drops to 4 HP. One power shot was used. There's not enough mana for a second one. He'll be okay here, but he is gonna have to do something about regen. Looks like a bottle's coming out right now, though. So he'll be able to bottle up and probably grab the bot rune if Spirit Breaker doesn't rotate down there, which looks like he's doing. I guess he's just going to bottle crow.
Yep. Spirit Breaker actually had a charge going, I would assume on auto lose. But I think it was cancelled by Clockwork with
it must
some
have been.
rockets.
There was almost no reason to not go in on that.
Yeah.
Up top, once again, Bignum getting dived. He'll be okay, though.
If he's next to his own tower, I think it's a little bit harder for Abraxas to come in without having to fear teleport reactions.
Yeah.
Right now, we actually don't have...
Any
we don't
TPs.
actually have any TPs on the support, so... Well, the threat...
They are staying off the map.
Is always there.
They're staying off the map enough that I don't think ABX knows that they don't have TPs, which is smart. Now Come With Me is going to get a cogs off on Earthshaker. He'll get charged here, and he actually destroyed the cog, which would have knocked Spirit Breaker back. Are we looking for the 17%? Can he get it? The jukes coming out. They'll take down the Earthshaker. Come With Me. Gonna get killed off by Runo. And here comes Bone.
He's also trouble. Mind Control made his way down here with the stun, and wow, that turned bad really quickly.
Very well played there by Burden. I mean, just... It looked like Clockwork was dead. And then he's like, you know what? I can be dead. I'll take it. Jukes him out, gets into the fog of the pit, and in case you don't know, just going through that. Yep.
Oh, Come With Me. You see it though in the Sensi. Color the rough spot. Very result will go. It's on level 2, but oh wow.
Ooh.
Call down Rocket Barrage.
I immediately regret my decision.
Another teleport comes in. Yep, so here trying to salvage the situation with the lift back, but he alone does
There's not enough
too much
mana.
damage here. Even with the tower shots coming in, Sensi will barely survive. And
if he could get him range for the Fade Bolt, he could kill him off, but Dazzle's gonna kill him up, heal him up in time, excuse me.
Yeah. Well, just like that, 2 easy kills here on the side of Abraxas. I mean, for Bignum, of course. He's a Scout Mage in the offlane. You don't expect him to survive all that often up against Gyrocopter and an Earthshaker roaming around. But then that counter engagement, just not respecting the Rocket Barrage and overestimating your own ability, falling 2 points up to the battery assault. That's what did Clockwork in there as well, and that's kind of a free kill that didn't need to happen. But if we can take a quick look at the CS score here after this action-packed early game here, compared to some other matches that we have seen. 25 CS here on Ascendancy. He's building.
They're looking to go on Skywrath.
CS shot.
Just never mind. It looked like they were. Actually, the action's bot as Spirit Breaker will go down to Come With Me.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I distracted you from that one drag and drop.
You did, yeah.
I'm like, look, top, there's a... Oh, there's nothing. Meanwhile, there's an actual fight going on bottom lane.
Oh man.
But Skywrath does have boots, or the gold for boots at least. There we go. So this will actually help him out a ton. He's gonna have 370 move speed with this, or 375, excuse me. And that's gonna just give him the ability to juke out some of these fissures. Will he be able to juke out all of them? Probably not.
Yeah.
But it might just be enough.
Especially with Bluffy here, I mean, he's such an accomplished Earthshaker player. Every time I've seen an Earthshaker picked up by a team he's in, he's playing it, and...
Yeah. And he's only level 2, but he's made plays.
What?
He's only level 2, but he's making big plays with the fissures. Actually, he's gotten his level 3 now, but... There's a smoke rotation coming mid.
Earthshaker player, just find these fissures. I mean, all you really need is level 1 of those to be effective, and yeah.
The smoke break.
Also, there's a silence on the Windrunner. Bone comes in here, bashes absolutely everyone here. Autolus looking to do the damage, but not quite enough on him just yet. And now reinforcements are in. Shackle will not match, but the Power Shadow will. Bignum almost dead here, but not quite. Yapsa, though, will be the sacrificial lamb. The entirety of the Brax is actually looking for the kills, and that comes out, but there's a charge on Autolus. All alone, he is super fast with the haste rune, though. And Bone can actually catch up.
Yeah, and that's the second neutral deny. So really, it's 4-5.
Yep.
If we're keeping real score here, which Volvo, please fix.
I like this game already, man. I mean,
it's really exciting so far. Yeah. We're seeing a lot of action as well.
At the same time, Mind Control, though, has been able to actually take the CS lead here off Ascendancy.
He's already level 7. He's gonna have a Midas if he wants it.
Oh, what was he doing there? Is that an invis on someone?
I do not know. It couldn't have been an invis rune because one just spawned.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, there was the Earthshaker kind of. I think Luffy just wrapped around.
Yeah.
But then again, why would the Clockwork be up here, up against the Gyrocopter? Like, face tank in his Rocket Barrage.
He thought he was off lane for a moment. Forgot his place. Wraith King, actually, I thought he might go for the Midas, but he's going to be going for what I'm assuming is Blade Mail here with the broadsword. Pwn.
They get the lift off here. Another stun available for
Yes, charge.
But the charge comes out. That stun will not hit before that. Now Stancy comes in with the with the cooldown. Sorry, and looking for a Rocket Barrage here. He's much faster than Yapster is. 50 move speed. And there's also Luffy intercepting here. There's the fissure. That's at that Rubik.
Luffy is just everywhere he needs to be on this map. Yeah. It's like you're just sitting somewhere and it's gonna be like, oh, well, at least they don't have a fissure here, and then a fissure comes in and you're like, is this guy hacking? Where did he get the TP cooldown? He should not be here, but all of a sudden he is.
Some really good games from him here, just moving around the map, and actually they do see come with me. At least they ping him out.
I mean, he may only be level 4, but he's got mana boots at 9 minutes, which is huge. Usually you want to see if you can skip the mana boots and get your fast blink. This guy's just like, I'm gonna get my blink. Don't worry about it, guys. I got the mana boots.
Still can't just come with me here. Drops the Cox, but actually being blocked by the fissure, so they can just wait out for Cox, drop the call out here, and that should be a dead Clockwork once again.
Yeah.
Braxis just finding his kills and come with me, just not in this game right now.
I'm not sure I want to come with him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if he's leading you to these kind of places where you're just isolated up against the Gyrocopter, no, that's not the place where you want to be, so I wouldn't even blame you. You just skip hanging out with him.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, they do have Autolus here, also known as Hook, of course, on the Shadow Fiend, who is looking to stack up some jungle camps and farm those up. Actually, not any. Now there's one triple stack here on this camp.
But speaking of stacks, we've got quite a few stacks, and actually Windrunner has been stacking these with Power Shot, I believe, and is going to start farming them up right now. I was assuming Gyro was going to do it, but farming them with Power Shot is surprisingly effective. Even though the damage gets reduced a little bit each time it hits an enemy, it still does a lot of damage overall, and can help her clear a stack very quickly, as you can see here. In fact, she'll be able to Power Shot right through this camp into the hard camp if she angles it right.
Yep.
There's even a stacked small camp as well if they want to farm it. Although that's probably for pulling, but
yeah, well, it's not really. Of course, they will farm at some point, but it's not really that big a deal. But
it's not like you're gonna make tons of money off it. And it's Luffy in the top lane, 3 TPs coming in. They'll throw a call down.
Though, but the damage is there. Mind control with the Blade Mail already in the front lines. Does have another stun, can get in range. Yes, he can. Ascendancy undercover his own tower though. The rest of the team not quite as quick as Wraith King is.
Yeah, and Wraith King without the mana for an ult, he doesn't want to dive.
Yeah. It's getting got a bottle charge now. It looks like.
They do find a pickoff though, but as Windrunner finds Clockwork from the bot lane.
Ah, come with me.
I'm actually surprised she's not staying.
She's so sad for him.
Okay,
not being there yet.
Yeah, she's gonna stay and push this tower since she has her 6 and she didn't have to use the ult there. They should be able to at least do significant damage to this tower. And I'm pretty sure the cooldowns... Yeah, TPs are still on cooldown for the Radiant.
Oh, Bignum in mid. The charge came out. Nice Shadow Wave damage here as well. It's an easy kill once again with Bignum. He's the second guy, the second player on Abraxas, on Burden United, sorry, that Abraxas keep picking off. And yeah, that's exactly the combo that we talked about in the draft. I mean, the Cox into the Mystic Flare combo. Mystic Flare is up.
Yeah.
Hookshot is up now as well.
Yeah, he just got his 6 when he TP back down.
Yeah.
However, it did come at the cost of 2/3 of this tower's health. It's sitting on 400 right now. And if Windrunner gets another ult, she can basically just walk down here and take it.
Yep. At the same time, I don't feel like they really need to push too much. I think that they're perfectly fine just waiting for Burden United to try and push into them, and then just find pickups with the Earthshaker.
Yeah, they have the Earthshaker, they've got the Gyro, they've got the Spirit Breaker. You've got enough team fight with just those 3, and you've got 2 more heroes to work with as well. So that'll work out very nicely for them, I think.
Both me and Bignum here looking to redeem themselves, and they will. There's a hookshot here on Luffy. He actually pushes him back though. And eats the Fissure to the face. Ascendancy comes in. A Shackle Shot will not connect. And the Fissure actually still blocking him up. Wow, he actually walks right into the rest of them. Will give his own life for nothing here. The charge also into unknown territory as Pwn decides otherwise.
That was actually a really good play from Burden.
Does have another Fissure. He does not have an Echo Slam though. Burn United will not chase any further, instead just waiting for the creep wave to put on some pressure on this tower.
Yeah, actually, oh, here we go.
Oh,
Windrunner.
Another one here. Windrunner, there's the silence after the stun. Nice shallow grave though, keep it alive. And Pone in the backlines here, picking up Bignum. Mind control here on the run here, puffs and blade mail to try and dissuade them from actually going onto him, and that'll be enough for the time being. Another fissure will be there in 2 seconds. Wolfie wants to delay this push any further, but he doesn't need to.
The other problem was that yeah, you had Wraith King and Clockwork on the front lines there, Clockwork having no hookshot available. They didn't have the range to even try to chase Windrunner at that point. And so once she got graved, she could just walk away, and she was perfectly fine. Now in that fight with the Requiem, what actually happened was Skywrath was still smoked up, and he was over here. Shadowfiend starts channeling the Requiem. Gyro's like, I am not afraid of you at all. And then all of a sudden, Skywrath pops out of the smoke, silences him, meaning the Requiem does so much more damage. And then he's like, oh god, we are in too deep, team. Abort the mission. Eject!
Well, Gyrocopter's strong, but he's not the kind of hero that can man fight up against 3 heroes at the same time.
Yeah, even with the drum.
So he does need some help, and at that point he kind of ran into death without any help.
He does have a lot of extra stats right now, but it's not enough to really make a huge difference at the moment. He'll be picking up an Ogre Club, which I would assume in this game is BKB, because Skywrath just kind of forces you to build BKB.
It has to be BKB. It's good up against anything else as well. I mean, the hookshot still goes through it, but apart from that...
Yeah, but you're looking at a support Clockwork,
safe
too.
Until the right click really gets developed here on the side of BU.
Yeah. I mean, with the support Clockwork, the hookshot isn't going to be upgraded to Ags anytime soon, at least they hope. So, it's not as much of a threat. It's still a bit of a threat, but it's kind of a one-shot wonder in a team fight. You're not going to get 3 of them off in a fight. Yep.
Well, definitely not if you keep dying here. Come with me. I think this spotted Math with this war, definitely with the weave, and now he has to run. He does a Bignum here. Try and help, and yeah, maybe Abraxas thinking, hey, might be some more smoked up behind that.
They've had one of those situations recently, right?
Yeah, well, these kind of things can teach you, or can condition you to be a little bit more careful next time. So.
Now, surprisingly, if you look at the graph, we've only got about a 500 gold lead for ABX, about a 750 XP lead. This game is very, very close. These teams are very evenly matched. I do want to remind you guys that we do have, I believe, 2 denies to neutrals, so the kill score is not as one-sided as it appears right now.
Oh,
hookshot.
Into mid here, straight onto Windrunner. Helps the Windrunner though, but don't stop the magic damage, but they do manage to make it through with Pone charging in as well. With the heals from the Dazzle and Clockwork. Found the hookshot, but yeah, the combo just not as scary.
Still, it's space created. They took the bot tower, and it'll force Windrunner to TP down, and now she has no mana. Or she might as well have no mana. Still has the double damage rune though, so they are going to back off a little bit.
So.
Will be a Maelstrom pickup for her, though. We've seen the Ags rush a lot more lately, I think. But, at the speed of really trying to get a lot done, get a lot more farm in the early game here.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, it's not like they're relying on him to be the main damage dealer in the late game, because they still have Gyrocopter, but until Gyrocopter gets to that point, definitely want something that can pick up the slack in the mid-game team fights, and Windrunner can be that, either with an axe or with a Maelstrom, and it's kind of whatever you want. And the Maelstrom, of course, will help him farm, will help him push out these group waves, so that the trades will just not be there for United anymore. If the group waves are pushed out, it's really much harder to take tier 2s after even if you lose someone across the map.
Yeah, it's about right on schedule there. Thanks to Anish. As Splayer gonna get dropped. Spearbreaker is just melted.
Sensi, they want to look for some revenge here, and that's gonna become with me again. Caught with the Rocket Barrage, so.
Yeah, Clockwork won't get his fill of the Spirit Burgers there.
Okay, I have noted that one well. But yeah, they're going to. Now it's Abraxas' turn to put on some pressure after a pickoff here. Gonna be the tier 1 top. Looks like Burn United want to try and defend this a little bit. It's mind control actually up here. More teleports coming in. There's the defensive weave coming out. And Autolus in the front lines. Enough to scare them off for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Shadow Fiend factor is kind of the one reason where this game is so even here in terms of net worth, but United actually taking the lead now. And,
I think Windrunner's okay. Wait, there's a double damage. Oh, but there's a grave.
Has to be careful though.
Oh, he's gonna keep going.
There's no grave available though. There's Ascendancy up there. I don't really think he can go for that all alone. Though he still has his ultimate.
I think he's trying to bait them into killing him, popping the ult, because he still hasn't died yet, and I don't think his ult has been used yet. Nice one shot in.
But caught in the cogs, so he'll most likely fall, but he's looking to take someone with him. Got the weave off on 2. Now Ascendancy though in the front lines here, that's not the place where you want to be. No extra stun, the cooldown wasn't there on Wraith King, so he will survive.
Yeah, and you were talking about the Shadow Fiend factor too, Drag and Drop. He just picked up a full BKB, 18 minutes in with a mech. He's farming like crazy, and I was saying I don't really care for Wraith King as a carry, usually because he doesn't farm fast enough. Well, when you've got someone like a Shadow Fiend on your team, he farms just fine, because Shadow Fiend's really your 1 position. Wraith King's kind of playing the 2, rather.
Yep. Yeah, you can look at it like that. Especially considering that he has the Blink Dagger for the extra initiation potential also. Don't really have to rely on a clockwork, especially considering that you're not going to have an axe anytime soon in the support clock, so you need some sort of secondary initiation, and the Blink Dagger on Wraith King allows him to do exactly that. Yep. Set up for or to lose here.
Ascendancy though still hasn't picked anything up. I'm assuming now it's definitely going to be BKB. He saved up 1,600 gold.
Yeah, it has to be BKB. You dodge pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So, there's another blink, there's another stun. Coconut will miss though now. Mind Control might have to trigger his Aegis, but they don't really want to. He's all alone here though. There we go, there it is.
It is a level 2 ult though.
To catch up, there's a cooldown though on top of him, and he will fall a second time without really getting anything done. Now he gets another stun off. I spoke too soon. Luffy in the backlines here being final down by the Clockwork, and now Pone rocks right into the Mystic Flare when he was silenced up. Ascendancy still fighting like a man.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a BKB from Shadow Fiend.
It's a 4-for-1 trade.
Yeah, 4-for-1 trade.
And the one that died is your Wraith King, who, that's his first death this whole game. He only had 2 kills, so it wasn't even a streak bonus. That's a great trade for Burden United right there. It puts them back on the map, basically. I didn't get to see fight recap, but they're back up to 1,000 gold lead now.
Yeah, there was a 2,000 gold swing here. Certainly gold gained and lost. So definitely a big win there. I mean, no big surprise seeing as it was a 4-for-1 trade.
Yeah, I just realized I hadn't sent the tweet that I composed up to promote us. So my apologies for your phone vibrating 10 times now.
That doesn't. I put it on mute.
Oh, okay.
So I actually prepare sometimes.
You know what?
Yeah.
I deserve it.
Shots fired. Alright.
Anyways, so 12 to 17, 15k gold lead for BU, about 1,000 for XP. Looking good. Earthshaker actually sitting pretty close to the Blink Dagger. Yep. We got Shadow Fiend tanking up. He's going to be picking up a Blade of Alacrity, so I'm assuming it's going to be Sanj and Yasha for even more man fight. They don't really need the extra push that would come from Manta, especially when you won't get the Necromastery damage.
Yeah, Manta on Shadow Fiend is not exactly efficient to one other item. So with Sanj and Yasha, definitely a way to go here for that mid-game punch. They definitely want to using the advantage that they have with the Shadow Fiend in that good of a position as soon as they can. To then carry them to the tier 2s at least and give them a big buffer for the Wraith King here to catch up in his own farm.
Gyro is definitely buying out the BKB as well. He's finally picked up that Mithril Hammer, so he's only sitting about 700-ish gold away from the completed item. Windrunner working on Ags, 2k away from that. Just giving you your item forecast here, if you will.
Yeah, the Axe Maelstrom is actually also very, very, very dangerous. Arguably more so than Axe Crit, just because he had the potential to do a lot of damage to
the whole team?
In an AoE to the whole team close by with the lightning procs, so...
I mean, it is going to reduce the chain damage a little bit, but when you're throwing off that many chains, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. But now they're going to look to take the tier 2, actually. Backdoor regen still disabled for a little bit, so they get some damage done. Oh, Hookshot will miss. But space created at the very least here with the blink forward from Brave King as well. Abraxas will just give that up, looking for sort of a trade here. They're not actually pushing this tier 1 bottom too decisively, and now it's too late as Burn United are the ones who wrapping around, maybe looking for a pickup or looking for Roche. That's also a possibility for them right now.
Yeah, and they're waiting for Shadow Fiend to come down with this DD rune to make their decision. However, they don't realize how many wards are in the area. In fact, their Observer has been spotted out here by Dazzle. But they don't see this Observer over here, because that ward, it's just outside of the sentry range. And now they gotta know.
Make use of that. They have the blink dagger on Oshaka just finished, so...
What was that? That's sentry on the high ground there.
Oh, Burn United, they can't really go in there as 5.
They want to, but they can't. I haven't been keeping close track of Earthshaker's movements. Surely they don't, though. They wouldn't be grouping up this much if they knew about the blink. And here he comes! He's looking for it. And meanwhile, Burden's supports are just doing detective work. Like, how do they know? We have a sentry here. There's not a ward here, except there is. And actually, well, they're gonna get the Aegis.
Okay, I did not expect that. I mean, of course, all props to Burden. I mean, just not actually grouping up all that much, just leaving the Shadow Fiend there in the pit, just man fighting with a double damage zone. Still some lifesteal here from provided by the Brave King. But yeah, I still would have thought that Braxis would go in for that.
They didn't have Spirit Breaker there, though, because he was top and did manage to take the Tier 1 tower. Trading a Tier 1 tower for the Roche, though, is not my favorite trade. Okay, they are going to get the sentry down, at least.
I know, Burn United looking to take the next Tier 2, and Braxis in no position to actually fight this. They're looking for the counter push.
I don't think they even...
will probably fall for that, but it's also not the best trade. They have to defend at some point, but they just don't feel like they can fight right now.
They know that Burden are trying to force a fight with the Aegis, so they're trying to split up around the map and get a few things done. Gyro does have his TP and the 10-second BKB, which I'm assuming is what they were waiting for that fight at the pit. And that would kind of make sense why they gave it up. And now they'll take the fight on the high ground, it looks like. As all 5 are here, here comes the call down.
Yeah, where's the blink in here from the Earthshaker though? It's not coming. He's smoked up behind that, so I'm just giving that little bit of extra cover.
Notice Clockwork is over here flanking hard and hiding in the trees too, which is the classic HY, but you're looking at a Clockwork who's going to be able to counter-initiate into this fight very nicely, not being blocked by many of his known teammates, hopefully. And a nice weave there.
Forward here from Red King now, maybe the time since he pops the BKB, he definitely wants to fight, but... yeah, Burn United, they don't. They are absolutely happy with just forcing out that BKB. Especially since they still have the weave on top of the Shadow Fiend, they don't really want to come in like that, even though he would come back. But yeah, look at the tower, already down to 280 life points without any real contest. I mean, sure, Fisher came out, sure, a little bit of Rocket Barrage damage came out. That's about it. Death Call on here, Mind Control brings forward Onloose as well, he takes it on the chin. Mind Control here, gets a stun off.
2 seconds to Dazzle.
He doesn't give a damn. That's it, hook shot in onto Pwn here with a follow-up damage from the Mystic Flare. Silence, but a very nice Shallow Grave here to keep him alive for a time being. Onloose now, after being back from the dead, he pops Requiem, gets Pwn on the back lines. And now he's looking to zone him onto the rest of them out. Finds Lonesome really indeed. No, there's the active stab here. For 2-man Shackle here, Onloose. Park with the focus fire, that's him down. Mind Control trying to do what he can. Does some good counter damage though with a blade mail and everything. Takes down Ascendancy, and that's a big loss. Needed him for that sustained damage, and even the Windrunner here dying to Bignum here after dropping a very nice shackle. So opponent at least will be able to get another kill for that. Another nice shield grave on the onto him here. Come with me now and talk on the frontline. Next man fighting up against Luffy inside the cogs.
Brave King still has ult.
Actually bring him down. The fight is still going on. Brave King, yeah, he still has ult. And does a lot of damage with the blade mail here to Sanity. But now he's all done. Stun though. Will use it to get himself out of trouble.
I mean, they just forced out so many buybacks from ABX.
Ooh, a long time ago.
Sorry, I thought that one was dead. Done. The team fight, that is. Yeah, they forced out 3 buybacks from ABX on Gyro, Windrunner, and Spirit Breaker. Arguably your 3 most important buybacks are just gone now. And that's a lot of gold they had to commit. That's going to hold Windrunner back from the Ags a bit more. It's going to hold Gyro back from whatever his next item was going to be. And it was just a great fight by BU. Their patience in executing that. I mean, they could have said, we have Aegis, we just charge the high ground. But no, they took their time. And it was really well played by them.
Yeah. Just the little bit of a psychological effect as well with... I mean, it was all lose, it was come with me also, just taking turns just zoning them out, zoning them away from the tower so they could at least secure that. Didn't end up having enough time to actually put some damage on the racks. But yeah, forcing out 3 buys in the end, still taking a good fight because of that.
And Wraith King will get the deny on bot tower, I believe. Yeah, he'll be here in time.
But yeah, that's at the same time that's the right side track Braxos. They still managed to defend their racks, so they're not going to be pushed in any harder.
Yeah, which is good.
The creeps.
I mean, with Windrunner, Dazzle, and Gyro, you really have good high ground defense. Earthshaker on top of that is even better. Just being able to throw down a weave and say, look, you have negative armor. Do you really want to push this tower? I don't think you do. Back off.
Yeah. Especially that negative armor on top of someone like a Windrunner, who can just dish out so much. I mean...
And Gyro.
Yeah, and
I mean, Flat
Gyro,
Cannon.
He's not quite there yet. I mean, he's hitting for decent amounts, but with the BKB, and no big damage item finished off just yet, I mean, it's not all that scary for Cyberpunk United. With the weave on, sure, if it's ticked a bit, but...
It's only when the weave's late, but then it does hit hard, because it's not like Kunkka Cleave or anything, where it determines the damage based on the primary target's armor. You understand what I'm saying there?
Yep.
Yeah. It does damage to each one individually based on their negative armor, so it's going to be a pretty big deal there. Meanwhile, Dazzle is going to pick up a Glimmer Cape and about 40 gold. I was going somewhere with that. I don't know what it was. Rubik is actually... Whoa!
Well, Glimmer Cape is one of these items that can really make the Skyroth Mage feel like he's super useless.
Yeah.
Even with the silence on top of you, the Glimmer Cape is just nullifies the silence completely.
And to an extent, the Shadow Fiend, I mean, he wants to get a lot of damage out of his raises, and... Well, if you're Glimmer Cape, first of all, it's really hard to hit those raises. Second of all, they don't do any damage anyway.
Yeah.
But, the Rubik is actually about to have an Ags in 700 gold. He's got one part on the Courier. And this is going to be really big. I mean, grabbing Focus Fire is pretty great, especially if you have a 0% damage penalty. And he's possibly going to beat the Windrunner to Ags.
Well, Focus Fire on Rubik... Not exactly the best spell to steal, I guess.
I mean, not the best, but it's something you can pick up. The Dazzle Weave is fantastic. Yeah. You throw a weave down, but we throw another weave down, and all of a sudden nothing really happens. Because every time you're losing armor, you're gaining armor.
Well, just make sure that you can grab many spells in quick succession. I mean, that's kind of what you pick the Aghanim Scepter for. You don't really pick it for the ultimate upgrade that you get on the off chance that you get one of these ultimates. I mean, sure, if you can get the Earthshaker Aqua Slam, you're gonna benefit from that axe, but it's most that 2-second cooldown that allows him to just throw out a fissure, steal a spell. Let's say he steals a Flat Cannon, turns on a Flat Cannon, steals another spell, and just gives you so much room to just outplay.
Yeah. And being able to just make plays like that is what's really important to Burden United. Like, in the draft, they may not have a stellar draft here, like oh my god, they've next level mind-gamed them with the draft, but they're executing it very well. And that's what's more important. Sure, ABX have what are considered the stronger heroes as a whole, I think, but BU are showing them we know how to play.
Yeah. Even though they didn't have the best time here in Bignam, or come with me even on Clockwork. I mean, in the last couple of fights he did redeem himself with the couple of hook shots that he's been able to get. Well, yeah,
hook shot in.
There's another one. Pwn. Oh wow, yeah, goodbye.
He got pwned.
Stolen Fissure, plus the Mystic Flare, and it's just no escaping that.
They faked a TPN, I'm pretty sure. Mind Control's like, I'm going for it, I'm blinking in. They're just like, okay, stand under our tower for a second, buddy. Enjoy.
Now Creep Wave pushing into mid, that'll disable backdoor regen. Looks like you want to make a beeline for those bottom racks, do some damage to the middle racks.
Now, keep in mind...
There, there's some big control factor out of the picture here. No Nether Strike, no charge to hit everyone.
The only buyback they have is Earthshaker as well right now.
That's a good one to have here, but there's some blinks on to exactly that Earthshaker to quit. Doing so much damage here. The Glimmer Cape has to be used to actually get them out back to safety, but at the same time, they have to use the Glyph to delay this push a little bit, and they're still not in position to actually take any fights. Insanity now. Lift it up.
That's a melee Rex down.
Doing some more zoning. And yeah, melee Rex it down, and they're out.
Mission accomplished. We lose our Clockwork, who cares?
Yeah, that's okay. No, Braxis, they recognize that. They recognize that they have to get more out of this. They will smoke up. They will not. Yapsor here who breaks the smoke, but they do find someone else. Cone is on the hunt. He will get auto loose, and that's a much more juicy target if he can get it. The weave is still ticking away on him, and now the bashes, the 70% are real, and the focus fire. But that's to finish him off.
Bash of the year right there.
Just absolutely great for Braxis, but no such luck. But yeah, 17%. I mean, of course, you use the charge, which gives you the free bash plus another strike.
Yeah.
Also looking like a bash, but still.
it was still at least 2 or 3 bashes there, and I mean, the jukes from Yapsor there were just fantastic. Just being able to say, okay, I'm going to sit over here, your smoke is gone, and ABX is like, oh god, they're right here. We're right on top of them. Where are they? He's just staying in the trees, you know? HY.
And does everything himself to now, so gotta keep a lookout for these plays.
Okay. Clockwork, maybe looking for his soon. What's he got on the courier? Oh, it's just a ward.
He has a 4 stuff now, yeah.
Yeah, he's got 4 blade now. He's good, but it could always get better.
Position is good, yeah, but the trade-off is the Scarab Mage, right? You gotta look what he has, and he has a 4 stuff and an Ogre Club. Maybe looking for a BKB zone.
Yeah. Or, I mean, just a casual Ogre Club is really good on him, just giving him the extra HP.
Yeah.
If he was going for that, though, I'd think he'd get a Vit Booster, maybe to build into Rod of Atos later, so it probably is BKB. Could also be Heaven's Halberd.
The offlane position would have done a lot better here.
Oh, Wraith King is looking for something here. There'll be a hook shot. Doesn't connect, though, as Pwn gets the TP out.
Oh,
Juke's coming out.
Here. Windrunner shows everyone, but will be able to teleport out under the cover.
Oh!
Dazzle!
He made it home and then he got stunned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the damage over time effect on him in base. That was like a millisecond.
As Shadow Fiend will be picking up an Ultimate Orb right now. One of the 2 that he's got. He's actually got another in the stash. And that's going to be a Scotty coming up for him in about 1,200 gold or so.
Yeah, that Shadow Fiend factor just, well, it shows the point that I made earlier. On loose or hook here, definitely a play to look out for if he gets his hands on a Shadow Fiend. He's sitting at 18,000 net worth.
The thing is, though, if they kill him off, that's all they have to do.
How do you kill him?
I'm not sure. Windrunner Focus Fire is pretty much your only option, but he's not even staying still enough for them to get Focus Fire off. He still has a 7-second BKB. He's doing great, and my thought of Skywrath here, I actually think he might be going for Heaven's Halberd. Simply because you disarm Windrunner, all of a sudden she is literally useless.
Yeah, haven't actually considered that, but
it's a possibility.
That's an item that I haven't seen whatsoever recently, but yeah, it can work very well up against someone who doesn't have BKB. No, come with me here. Nice force of draws. Let's put Pwn in bad position here, but he pops the BKB, runs still instead. His on loose was there to get the right result. That's another hook shot here. Oh, that's the actual hook shot. They will bring down the Windrunner now. All of a sudden, Brax is in a lot of trouble here. Zenigata should be able to teleport out, and yes, the fissure was already expended. Or
no buybacks either.
Yeah, Rubik didn't get his hands on the fissure. But yeah, 2 heroes down, no buyback here, 60 seconds on the Windrunner. That's an opening for Roche. He will be up in a couple of seconds, or maybe even mid or top if they want to go for that directly.
And they lost 1,000 gold on that on the side of ABX. I mean, BU only gets about 1,000, but that is a 2k gold swing, which heavily favors BU at the moment.
Yeah. They don't see the Roche yet since spawn up, so they barely missed it. But they will be able to put on a lot of pressure here in this mid lane. There's still the Earthshaker to worry about though. Mind control, he has his ultimate level 3. Just zones once again. Blink, stun, they can't really fight up against that.
Yeah, and they have to kill him and then kill him again in a 60-second window to keep him dead.
Play exactly like you should play a Wraith King, not as the main damage dealer, but just as the guy. Hey guys, come at me, kill me.
Oh wait, you can't. As Zenigata gonna get hook shot. Nice force staff away here from him, and the Glimmer Cape as well. Well, it was a force staff from the Earthshaker, but mind control is frontlining, and they're gonna fake him out. But he's actually not dropped yet. They'll get the ult onto Shadow Fiend, looking for a bash, but he will get lifted there. Alu's taking a lot of damage from the focus fire.
There's still man fighting then. Come with me here with the cog, throwing them out.
The two-man shackle though. He's still getting away!
There's the stun here onto Pone as well, and he has to get the hell out with all the covering fire here that Bio is able to provide, and they won't get anything off of that trade.
Yeah, they even lose the racks.
Come with me here with the cogs at the exact same, exact positions where they need to be. Now they got one more. They're gonna go on mind control here, focus fire here onto Yapso, looks like. But that might have been a bad idea. With the stolen shackle here onto Ascensi. Not quite that yet. Pops BKB, and now men
but home in trouble.
Shadow Fiend, and now another shackle onto mind control. This time from the actual Windrunner. And
guys,
that'll be him going down. So
your
all
base.
Of a sudden, 2 heroes. Oh man.
Guys, your base. It's in trouble. They actually lost a full Rax off that fight, because they lost the ranged on bot and then the melee on mid, so I'm just gonna call it a full Rax. Which, really hurt them, and these creeps got into the base long enough to do 175, or a lot of damage to this tower.
Yeah. It's getting to a point though where they kind of have to take these kind of trades because they needed that. They needed that big gold swing, which was about 5,500, and now, well, they're still in desperate position, seeing as as 2 lanes are now being pushed in, of course. But
okay. Is this
the other alternative now? I think they scouted out Roche before. Now that's smoke into Roche to get them back into this game.
Is this a rapier game for Gyro?
Well, if you're desperate enough, it's always a rapier game. But
yeah.
Don't think they're quite there yet.
Okay, they've got to know this Roche is going on because they just let their tier 4 go, and now Zenigata is going to get revealed here. We'll throw down the medallion. Roche at half health.
They had the rocket flare into the pit, and now Pone actually looking to. Yeah.
Make some space.
Some space here at the very least, and Luffy as well blinking out with the fissure.
Oh, but hook shot into the pit! The Aegis on the ground! Clover gets it!
She picks it up in time. Come with me! Redeeming himself here, being picked up so many times, but now paying his team back. Sanity now called between Orderlose and mind control. BKB will not save his Shadow Grave, might for another couple seconds at least, but meantime, the rest of his team
gets a TP
to run in the back. And yeah, Gyrocopter actually teleported out. Pone's still alive, but not for long, as Orderlose has a new target. We'll bring him down too, and that last one will fall.
Means they're gonna lose a mid-Rax! Oh my
goodness. They're just so strong, all the heroes, and at Abraxas, they can't really fight any of these fights. If it's 4, 5, and 5, or skirmish like that, with the being distributed across a huge area.
And here's the problem.
That should be game.
Well,
ABX here, Sensi being sounds up, being zoned up a big no more lose, bashing down the last tier 4, and yeah, nothing left for Abraxas to give.
Yeah, it's just not looking great. Hand might have used 12 times on average, netting approximately 23. That's an interesting fact, actually. I do want to mention, though, ABX made a pretty fatal mistake. They said, okay, we want to fight. We know Roche is up. Let's smoke into Roche, which it seems like a great idea. Actually, wait, the game may not be over, Dragon Drop.
Well, they have some buybacks here all of a sudden. And Come With Me will, well, as he has been doing this game, will die once more. So, but it's okay.
The Ancient still stands. I mean, this game may not be over. I do want to say, though, their fatal flaw was letting the creeps into the base. Because if creeps can knock on a tier 4, you know their whole team is up. Something ain't right. Something's going on. And they pretty much put a neon sign on the map that said, hey, sorry you missed us. We're in the Roche pit. We'll be back in an hour. And so BU is like, okay, we'll meet you there. And they were able to bring down Windrunner, snatch the Aegis.
Rocket flare, which it's not really hard to scout out the Roche if you just diligent enough about when there's any possibility of Raxus sneaking in there. We just pop flare, it's not really costly.
He's 600 gold from Butterfly.
For Burn Your Night, I don't think. Was just another one of these all-in-plays that Raxus can have to try and make work. Well, just couldn't in this instance.
Okay, the courier's headed to the side secret shop. What's it gonna be? There's a Wraith King illusion here! Okay.
Demon Edge at the very least. So.
But they've seen it, I think. If they were quick enough with the mouse, they've seen it. It could still be just a crit, yeah.
Shall see. But yeah, for now, Braxton is kind of huddled into the base and Burning United with complete map control, of course. I mean, they still have their team taking over the dark side jungle with that nice aggressive pivot here on the high ground. Mouse, there we go.
And it may need to be MKB, as Shadowfiend now has his butterfly completed on the way to him.
Oh,
stun coming forward!
To speed up. Now, the charge comes in onto Yasuo, pops BKB, so does Sanity rocking on the back, but he's being isolated, like, come with me. Now, Yasuo will be first one to fall,
he gets
his own BKB, he's man-loading up, then shackled onto the trees, and now the speed of sound with the focus fire, can you do enough damage here? Mind control, you're trying to stop it now with no BKB anymore. Trying to focus on the Windrunner, and he will come back.
Oh!
And Sanity brings him down for the first time. Magnum, whoa!
Power shot barely missing!
What? Is that that's an axe on Wraith King? I was like, what the hell is going on?
What?
But yeah,
they'll call a good game after that one.
Back. They turn the fight around, and GG is gone.
Oh my goodness. Shadowfiend almost went down there, and the real key to that fight was Rubik, right before he died, he stole call down, not steal, but you know what I mean. He stole call down, got it off, and then fell right then. But it was just enough to keep ABX slowed enough that Shadowfiend couldn't really get chased down. Windrunner wanted to stand there and focus fire him, but she was getting hammered by the call down there. And it just turned into an ugly game real quick.